Hey, welcome in. Today we are creating my own little retreat. I wanted to really utilize the Riviera retreat, the new kit that came out, and just have fun with it and see what I could do and what I could create. I knew immediately I wanted to really focus this house and center it around a pool. Because at the end of the day, that's really what the retreat kit is about. It's really this fun poolside kit to create something a little different, honestly. So that's what I did. I did create this L-shaped house. I centered the pool right there, which is immediately what I wanted to do. And I wanted to create this like inside outside experience with this house. I used the industrial loft kit. It basically is a door, but it's an open door. So it really reads as my brain, not a door frame, whatever that word is, you're thinking of it. I'm at this point thinking of it in real life, not right now, because obviously right now I can't think of it. Doorway, door frame. But anyways, it's basically a door that's open. And I really like that. I like the idea of using the industrial loft kit windows as well because they mimic the top of the door. And I was just loving that vibe. I thought it was really cool. There was something just interesting about it. These big open windows that overlook the pool. I knew I wanted some sort of overhang to kind of act as like a porch or a roof to cover a little bit of your patio. So I started with this lattice work that I created using that low fence that comes with base game, but there was something really lacking in it. I do end up changing it. As for the front door, I wasn't quite sure what door would look best, but I settled on the cats and dogs door, and I end up changing the swatches all to a brown because I felt like it suited the world more. Also, if you haven't noticed, we're in Oasis Springs at the Nookstone lot, which is literally my favorite lot. The dinosaur has a hold on me. I mean, it's a dinosaur in your backyard. I love building on this lot. The lighting is great. There's a dinosaur. Like, what could go wrong? Except for this lot ended up being a little smaller than I guess I could have, I could have worked with a bigger lot is all I'm saying. That's okay, because sometimes smaller lots like hold you back in a good way so you don't go overboard. At this point, we're deleting the lattice. I do use a lattice, but I change it and we're going to get there. We're waiting on the lattice, but right now let's add in some platforms and create this foundation for this poolside little retreat. I've changed the shape up of the pool. I've made it a little more symmetrical. It will now allow us to go ahead and use the really pretty fountains that come with the Riviera retreat kit. Kind of just stack them around this corner. Now, the only thing is when you're looking at this lot head on, all you really see is a bunch of stones. But if you're inside your house, you're looking out and you're seeing this beautiful fountain. We're using this little wire metal rod fencing that comes with Get to Work, and I like it. It comes in that bronzy brown color, which is really suiting the build right now. What I didn't like is that it's hard, but if you kind of look, you can look at the lattice and you can see the difference in some of them, that some of them have a trim underneath them and some of them don't. So what I did was created a complete platform and redo this lattice. And then it kind of really works as a full cover. There's not any openings. It stays closed, but it adds a really great texture to this little overhang porch area. Now tell me why none of these woods want to match exact. They're all just a little off, but that's okay because I think that they look really pretty. I matched them as well as I could for this game. You know how it is. But I was really loving how this place was looking at this point, just getting some roof taken care of. I really wanted to focus a lot on the outside. I really get this laid out, and then we're going to get inside and figure this actual layout of the house out. I said out like 20 million times just then, but you know what I mean. We're going to get the layout worked out since we're basically done working out here. All right, we are inside. At first, I had an idea of how I would lay this out. It changes a little bit by little bit. Everything kind of moves around and then moves back to the original thought that I had for it. I was thinking maybe if you had a bathroom close to this little side back door that people could go in and out, use the bathroom. Thinking of this home almost like a party home, a retreat, an Airbnb, somewhere that you could go and have a really great little vacation. It would just be easy peasy. This is what the layout pretty much stays as. I do make the kitchen a little smaller and the living room a little bit bigger, but I really wanted this door from the outside leading into a giant kitchen. I wasn't quite sure of how that kitchen would be laid out yet, but I knew that I wanted a giant kitchen so you can go in and out, and it's very much I don't want to say party house because I'm not thinking like raging parties, but like you have friends and family, maybe you're like grilling, barbecuing, whatever that looks like for that situation, that you would have this really great big kitchen. Now, these counters are just placeholders. I just wanted to get a layout for how this place would look. It is a 1-bed, 1-bath house, and I felt like that was just super easy. Like I said, maybe this is a vacation home, or maybe you are single or you're a young couple, whatever storyline you're playing, this could suit those people. I don't know. I just had fun thinking about it being like a little retreat for you to go and enjoy your life. I mean, even if this is like your everyday home, I know I'm rambling. I'm so sorry. I really like this house. I think it turns out so pretty. And I have to say, I really like the new kit. I didn't get to use everything, and partly because I kept this on a smaller lot and kept the house smaller. So there are things like the table that I already put outside with the umbrella. I don't use that, or do I? It felt a little like in the way. I say I don't use it. I tried to so much that now I'm second guessing. Maybe I did use it. Maybe I didn't. I guess you'll have to see. We'll both be surprised at the end. Oh my gosh. My brain. I mean, total mom brain. It's summer and life is crazy and we're super busy. We're doing summer activities every day. I work part-time. Life is literally coming at us real fast and not slowing down until maybe August. Maybe then not even, because that's just how life is. So my brain is all over the place all the time. Don't mind me with the misinformation. All that to basically say I tried to use as much of the kit as possible. It doesn't work out that I use it all, but I use a lot of it. And I really do like the new kit. I think it's easy to add into normal builds and not just something like this that is catered to this like poolside house, if you know what I mean. Also, I love the for rent kitchen cabinets and counters. It definitely became the vibe of this house. I do start changing the swatches because it wasn't really fitting the vibe, and I felt like that really nice wood color fit the vibe perfectly. I also use the sink from the Home Chef Hustle pack, and the stove, the range hood, and the fridge are all from Growing Together, and it's so beautiful. I knew I wanted to use a lot of gold accents, so it really bode well that For Rent, Growing Together, even high school years, cottage living, all those things in the kitchen have really nice golden pieces to them, and it really helped everything flow. I used the Riviera Retreat tile in the kitchen all around, which I realize is heavy. Like, it's a lot. I like it. I was here for it. It's very busy in the kitchen, but I think it's so pretty. And that green, I mean, gorgeous. Love it. Here for it. The bathroom's a little stark black and white. Don't mind it. We soften it up in the end. I knew immediately it wasn't fitting with the vibes of the house, but it's fine. It's fine. It will change and it will soften. But now we are in the living room, and she took a minute. I don't add a TV into this lot. Your fun is your pool and your books, which felt very fitting for this build. I wanted to do this wall of bookshelves because who doesn't love a good built-in? But it really didn't leave a whole lot of room for a sofa or some chairs. And this is your main walkthrough. You come into the house from this point. I needed to make sure it didn't feel overly cluttered. For curtains, I thought about using the new curtains from the retreat kit, but I end up going with not these exactly. I stick with these city living ones for a hot minute. I end up changing them to a solid print, and that ends up changing them. I believe they're eco lifestyle in the end. They look exactly the same, but they're a solid cream. And so that way it's not too much pattern, because the patterns are always kind of hard to match well. We've moved the bookcases, and now we're going to get in here and get a sofa and some chairs to really create a nice living area. I toyed around with using the sectionals that come with Dream Home Decorator, but even then it felt too bulky, but also like not bulky enough, which is so weird. I know. Industrial loft kit coming in clutch with the fluffy rug. I love a good fluffy rug. I was going to use the retreat kit's pictures in here. I do end up getting rid of those. They were fun. I matched the frame, but I wasn't really loving them. Things have changed a little bit, as you see. I've used the paranormal sofa, the paranormal armchair, and I added one of the pillows from the Modern Luxe kit on the paranormal chair. I've also used a little puff from the movie Hangout Stuff Pack and really created this very neutral, super pretty living room. Just kind of lightening things up, which feels very calm to me. The really pretty, soft, green walls with the light furniture make this room really cozy and just a place where you can definitely curl up on the couch with a good book. I run through so many rugs in the kitchen under this table because I was thinking it needed to be kind of a solid rug, but really I just go for a pattern clash. We've already got patterns clashing a little bit with the chairs and the pretty tile walls that we lean into it. The rug I use is from Growing Together, and I use it in kind of a busy pattern, and I'm here for it. I really like it. We use the high school years bed. I once again wanted to lean into metal fixtures, the gold fixtures, bronzy colors. So I do change the swatch of this. After deciding, I was like, well, maybe I should leave it in this really soft pink, except for I go for this planty vibe because we have some green in the living room. We have green in the kitchen. Why not lean into that green and gold in the bedroom too and make it a very cohesive house? Lots of patterns, lots of different shades of those greens, but green nonetheless. And I feel like everything flows really nice together. I use the Snowy Escape rug sized up and kind of alt placed. I use 6 of them to create this really big kind of organic shaped rug in the bedroom. And I really like it. I love that Snowy Escape rug so much. I use it quite a bit. Now for the color in this bedroom, I use this like peachy pink color that I feel like matches the bedspread really well. The Eco Lifestyle curtains that are in the living room, I put them in the kitchen as well as the bedroom, kind of really create that cohesive look. It's got the really nice gold fixtures. It's a nice solid color to kind of combat all the different textures and patterns. Now I have Elphaba and her baby here because this is all just one giant save. So if you've seen some of my Nookstone builds, Elphaba lives here and she had a baby. And so her and her baby live here, and I'm gonna need to age him up before I put this house on the gallery because when I did my Star Wars home for, May the 4th be with you, I uploaded it and Elphaba's baby was on the floor. And so the little rug that the baby lays on is in one of those uploads. I uploaded it again, but there's 2 uploads of that house and one of them does have the baby rug. I didn't notice it until it was too late. Those babies, man. Anyways, it's fine because when I did my culinary build, the baby was just like in the house because it was still an infant in the bassinet. And so babies are weird in The Sims. I will make sure this house is play tested as well as get the baby rug off the floor, age the kid up or something. Elphaba's just going to need to leave. She's going to need to find a new home, and I'm going to need a new test sim who doesn't have a baby because we can't be having baby rugs everywhere. Also, I don't know that you'll get to see it in this video, but she's glitching. Every now and then you see her arms shoot up and then come back down. It's a little weird. She's moving while I'm in build mode. Now we're getting to the fun part. We're going to clutter, and not a lot. I don't clutter this house like too much. I do add lots of plants. I clutter this house pretty minimally. It's just like some board games, lots of plants, lamps, just little stuff. All right, so it's time to get in here and fix this bathroom up. I really like this base game tile. I use it all the time in different swatches. I think it's super pretty. I was trying to make the new tile work for me, but I end up just going with this very nice like normal blue-green color that kind of flows well with the rest of the house. And it really helped to warm everything up in here. Go ahead and throw in a really nice plant, more gold fixtures. Now the sink and the toilet don't have like gold to them, but I felt like that was okay. And also I love that tiny living picture of the candle. It's amazing. I do give you this really pretty like terracotta base game grill outside, just a little something. I also give you a pizza oven inside the house, you know, just to kind of continue that inside outside feel that you could go outside and grill, bring it inside and y'all could eat and hang out. Also, Elphaba's arms glitching is a weird thing. For landscaping, I just decided to add a couple of palm trees, some simple little rocks. There's not a whole lot of space for a whole lot of stuff, you know what I mean? So I kept it very minimal on landscaping, added a little bit of elements from the world, and kind of kept it at that. So right now I'm adding a fence. I felt like there needed to be a little something extra. So we added this really pretty fence from a kit that is escaping me right now. Courtside Oasis. Courtside Oasis. It's super pretty. I add some gates so it's easy to access from the outside if you want to, but it definitely felt like it added just a little something extra. Okay, there is that table. I wanted to add it. And I tried to. That's why I'm like, can't remember if I did or not. See, I got rid of it. It was in the way. It like took away from when you look at the house head on in the gallery. So I do get rid of it. And I want to say I don't get it back. But you know, you never know. Like I said, mom brain's real. Summer is a busy time. So, you know. Also, if you keep an eye on Elphaba, she will glitch. I'm telling you. Her and her arms. I think I just saw it. Anyways. I added some plants outside. We got the mailbox that matches the stone. It's all from Seasons, the columns and the mailbox. Add some lights to the pool. And now we're going to do some terrain paint and call it a day. I do add windows in on the side. I add the greenhouse kit windows just to add a little extra. It was hard to find swatches that match exactly what I was going for, but I felt like the color matched well enough, and they're kind of open windows giving into this inside outside fill. So I was really happy with the way that looks. I add them into the bedroom as well and change up this picture to a really pretty picture from For Rent because I wasn't vibing with the plant pictures anymore. But I really like this build. I love how it turns out. Let's go ahead, jump into these screenshots. If you like this build and want it for yourself, it is play tested. It's on the gallery. My EAID is katxthrash, just like the name here on YouTube. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate every single one of you. I always have so much fun building in The Sims, and I'm super glad that you're enjoying it as well. I hope you have a great night wherever you are. Bye, y'all.